Hi Mike, we're back and for another edition of the Tuesday night race. What number is this, do you know?
I think this is week 11.
11.
We start to lose track after the first few.
I know we've had a really great race of a great week of paddling here in Vancouver. Like, it's been the northwest winds have been blowing like crazy, and we had Ambleside's been going off. It's a big ebbs right now, and today the guys are saying crazy waves, and it's going to carry on for the next few days as well. So we got some good downwind conditions happening out in English Bay and that. And last night was a bit windy too, eh?
It was a bit windy, and we had a criterium course, so 2-kilometer laps of Deep Cove, which kind of meant you got a lot of headwind, tailwind, side wind, all directions when you're doing a big square lap course like that.
Before we get into it, I just want to mention the Squamish Downwind race this weekend. There's still registrations available. You go to webscore.com, search Squamish Downwind race, and we've organized a shuttle. So you drive to Porto Cove, drop your boat, go to Squamish, get on the shuttle, which brings you back, and then you paddle to the finish. It's a 17K course. Hopefully downwind. It's always up and down whether it's going to work or not. But
alrighty, so off the start, it looks calm in here, but you'll definitely see some chop as they get out there.
Looks like Jody's making some last minute adjustments, glasses, paddle length, and canoes in the mix.
We talked to a lot of people about starting the race because it's often some of the most challenging water you face the whole time is the first couple 100 meters.
Mm-hmm.
I always like being on the sup when we get to start behind because there is a pretty good wave left behind by all these kayaks leading the way, so you can actually get a bit of a ride.
Yeah, no, if I'm sort of 10 spots back from the front or so, there's usually quite good waves, and I always blow up off the start, and then I try and work my way back on these waves, sort of going on a wave, resting, charging again. Colin's got his dog. You know the dog's name?
I don't know the dog's name.
You should be in the results.
Yeah, we'll get it added in there. We had a big night for pros this week. We had 3 of our junior racers, Cassia, Mabel, and Sienna, getting out on the prone boards, and then a not-so-junior racer, Tim, also joining them.
Can you, now this is it's a criterium, so it's laps, and then there's the super lap.
Yeah, so each lap is 2.5 kilometers, but most of the racers did 3 laps. But one of the laps, you get to take the shortcut buoy. We call that the super lap. And you get to choose when you take it. So the idea is to try to break up these draft trains, make people work on their own a little bit and mix it up. I don't know. I think a little bit of that happened. I saw some separation. Definitely on the sup side, there was some different lines being taken.
Looks like a little cross chop happening.
Yeah, this is out the edge of the cove there.
There's a young Kaiono. He's in there. Daryl by himself. Not wash riding as per usual. Daryl. But yeah.
Yeah, so this is when you wonder, maybe did he take a super lap, or maybe he's just going out on his own here.
He's with Rod. There's Graham Henry in the back. Oh.
Oh, we got Mike Gill racing.
Yeah.
Sean Halsher there. There's young Thomas KP.
Paul Hansen. It's a little bit of chop. I was surprised how windy it was. I didn't race last night, but I was looking out from the dock, and it didn't look that windy, but then people came back saying, oh boy, it's windy.
Yeah, and that was calm compared to what the afternoon we had. Anyone who was in Vancouver on Tuesday afternoon probably felt how windy it was.
Yeah. So anytime I've done this race and I've tried to divert from, maybe everybody's going to do the second long lap or the first long lap, and then I've gone for the short lap, it's never really worked out for me too well. It seems like I don't know, I have a hard time going as fast when I'm on my own.
And that's what we've talked about, maybe using the GPS or it also depends on your fitness, right? We're all used to drafting, and then you got to go out on your own for a bit. And sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself to push as hard when you're alone.
Speaking of pushing, Dave Ross is hammering by the crowd there. Look at him go.
I wonder, like, sometimes with the OC, maybe when it does get choppy, you got that outrigger maybe to lean on a little bit and give yourself some more confidence.
Yeah. There's Rod Hope's son, Sean, in the Evo there. That's the first time out in a long time. Maybe ever. Colleen Cannon.
Kelsey and Inika there.
Yep. Colleen's looking good. Nice technique. Legs are working.
Yeah, this is that tricky wind, so it's mostly a headwind here, but it's a little bit of a quartering headwind. I know most of the sups we're talking about having to paddle basically on your right side only on this stretch back.
This is Georges Legrand. He's in a new, that's a new boat for him, the V10 Sport. He picked that up, used. Linda Warren.
That's Stephen in the back there.
Stephen Gould.
Yeah, making a move.
Yeah. Is he making a move or is that just the camera angle?
I'm not sure. We'll call it a move.
Okay. See, as the camera changes, you can see Dan Basputra.
Yeah, TNR veteran.
Yep. 20 years easy. Coming out. And Mark and his buddy in the canoe.
Speaking of return to racing, we had Adam Gerbrecht come back out. I haven't seen Adam in a couple of years. Pulling out front here. Adam's always fit, but even if he's not paddling, so able to be right at the front with the speedy boys.
Giannis van der Werf. There he is. Adam again. Putting the hurt on. I'm going to show these young bucks. So Adam came up through the dart program.
Yeah.
And then he was coach for a while, and now he's a personal trainer still.
Yeah, full-time coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, choking down on the paddle. He's going for the sprint, staying low, out of the wind.
So yeah, Elias is playing it smart here. Draft in the headwind. Axel's digging to get back up there.
Yeah.
Especially on the sup. This is the times you don't want to be just pulling out front into the wind. There's Amelia. Another one of our junior racers.
And the mighty Evo.
And Seth switching it up this week.
Right.
Digging away on the paddleboard. So he told me he had a good race, and then I saw him this morning, and he says, I'm sore. Oh yeah, different paddling muscles.
Yes, I think about the lower back muscles just above your sacrum, and standing up. Oh my God, I can feel it right now.
So we've talked a lot about that, and technique-wise, we want to see a little more bent knee to take that strain off the lower back.
Maybe that's my problem.
Maybe more time on the paddleboard for Seth.
There's Brad Heddle putting the big pace on.
Jillian playing it smart, drafting.
Yeah, good girl.
No more sup crowd. We got Isaac in the front there. Young Bailey moving up. He's gone from sea kayaks to sups, and now he's got himself a surf ski for this one.
Head up, Bailey. That's it. He's looking up now. It's better. Regina Lee, she had her first Ambleside experience on Saturday. Did really well. Had some capsizes and some remounts, and it was all good. Yeah, she caught some waves. Got all her money's worth, I think. Yeah, she's really trying hard.
I see people having a good time. Not sure if that's like a pain smile or a true happy smile, you know. So we were watching, there's Shane leading out. It looks like he just got out to the front and kind of just held on. I didn't find out where he took his super lap, if he took it early.
You can see if you ever had the pleasure of paddling beside Shane, he shovels about a gallon of water into your cockpit every stroke. And it's just like this bath coming down. But that's what he does. He gets out there and he grinds away. And like if there's a wash, he'll just stay on his own and charge away and just steady pace.
That was a good shot there with Chris leading out front. But you can see the big pack behind him, so he can't relax so much there, right? He's got to keep trying to close the gap on Shane. Otherwise, that pack behind him is going to get him.
Oh,
pretty sure you're not supposed to moor to the.
I don't think that's a mooring buoy.
No.
Oh well, people do the craziest things. They had a good first. They had a good viewpoint of the race.
Yep.
Here's the second pack coming in. Warren, front, Jonathan Sy. There's Scotty in the yellow boat. There's Warren and his black ion. Jonathan, that Surski's got to be 20 years old. Daryl taking up the rear. And
He's
there's
cutting it tight there.
And there's Russ in there too. So it's a good pack. Probably lost to Jocelyn, and poor Rod's falling off the back. Oh, he's not playing with the boys. He said he had a bad start.
It's always a tough one when you know, they're not very far ahead, but it takes a pretty monumental effort to close a gap like that, right?
If you think if they're doing 11.5 kilometers an hour, you're going to have to be doing 12 to catch up to them, and it's going to take a while. Who we got there?
There's Matt Knight leading a little group there with Andreas.
Big Daddy Ian.
Iono's in there.
Cynthia, watch your head. You got to get smacked in the head.
You can take an anchor to the head there.
Bonk. There's Jamie. Blowing hard.
Oh.
Sean Halsher.
All right, we got Mike Gill coming up here.
Deep Cove Kayak School director. Good paddler.
Corky, is that Corky there?
Yes, I believe so.
And then James and Carolyn in the canoe, always looking strong, those two. And matching today, very nice.
Oh, yeah. It's important to match.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Dave? Did he blow the doors off those guys? Jody Boats.
So Jody told me that I think she spent most of the time regretting her life choices out on the course. Was only going to do 1 lap and then decided, okay, I'll do 2. And like, okay, I might as well just do 3. That's a good group there. Thomas in there. You know, Steven's looking good in that boat.
Yeah. There's Sean Hope, Rod's brother. Your Rod's son, brother. Yeah.
Only, I guess, just the 2 OC2s, but yeah, we keep getting some more OC presence. It seems to be off and on, though. I think they tend to come out together when we get more OCs, it feels like. They must have a group chat.
Giannis was out at the tide rip on Saturday on the road to Ambleside. Had a good time. Everybody was, as it does, it humbles you, no matter what level you're at. There's always some challenge for everybody, a lot of fun. Joel.
Or as Carly calls him, Joel Jean Grand.
With her amazing
with the
French accent.
Oh, yeah, that's the best French accent she's got, I think. Boat 911. So here's the boys. Okay, Axel's got doing some pulling out front here.
Yeah.
They're making the young one pull. Adam's gotten smarter or tired, one of the two.
You might be just hanging on. Can't fight youth and good looks.
So I think they separate here. I think at the corner coming up, I think Axel went and took the super lap, which we'll see if it worked out for him.
Now, did you didn't race last night?
I did not race last night.
Any particular reason on why? It was Mike?
I could come up with all sorts of reasons why. I had a busy afternoon. Just wasn't. I could have been in there, yeah.
There's Seth hanging on to
Ron there, yeah. Seth and Ron had some good battles.
Getting wave. He's just in the wave there. And
that's Amelia and Jillian.
Now what happened to Brad? Pedal.
Brad's back there. Brad fading. Come on, Brad.
Oh yeah.
I think it's time we get Isaac a longer paddle. He's using my old paddle, but I think he might have outgrown me now.
So Bailey, mugging for the camera.
Once again, can't tell if that's a happy smile or not.
It seems cool. He's a young volunteer at Deep Cove Kayak, but he's jumping into all these boats and challenging himself. He was in sea kayaks before. Colin, hi Colin. Yeah, we see you. And there goes Alex. Alex. Shane and Linda's daughter, Keener. She used to ride around on Linda's lap, or Shane's lap maybe, and then they got a triple kayak, and so she was in that, and No, she's outgrown the triple kayak. She's on her own. This is great to see.
Steve Fraser. More smiles. Good to see everyone smiling, having a good time out there.
There's Linda.
Lemur.
Is that Lemur? There's Linda. Got them mixed up. Her hat accents the stripes on the side of the boat quite nicely.
I think many of them do either choose the boat or the outfit. Maybe they bring multiple hat options based on the boat they get.
Is it?
Could be.
A little bag of hats.
Yeah.
Here we go. Surf stance.
Nice. Yeah. Getting like call that the hybrid stance. That's good for kind of mixed conditions or downwind conditions.
So this is Kyono duking it out with Russell Henry. Attaboy Kyono.
Graham?
Graham.
Oh, Rick McVicker. Grinding away. There's Chris. Oh, what's going on with our super laps here? And a little more separation, right, than we see in the usual races. So
Yeah.
maybe the super lap is doing its job, except for these guys. These guys will never separate, will they?
You got to do pretty good to be able to come out ahead. You'd mentioned that if you can jump, take the super lap, and then get into a faster group and then hang on to the faster group, sometimes that would work. But it doesn't always match up. Oh, here we go.
This is the ultra high performance category. I think that's Sean, his governor.
Yeah. All right.
Full credit to him. You know, he did do one lap in his own category.
Well, he was doing laps around the yacht club.
Yeah. Well, he did. He went out there though. He did go out and do one almost full lap, I think.
Yeah, he had a good spirit, that guy. Never met him before.
But this is where things get tricky. Ducking under as the tide rises.
It was a big tide. The ramp there was darn near flat when I left. Jody and Lindsay.
These courses are always fun, but it's tough when we get a sunny day like this because we essentially take up all of Deep Cove, every corner of it. So like there were rowers trying to get through the course, a couple boats, and it made things interesting. Nice. So Axel did separate. I think he took the super lap here. So if he did it right, he would have gone out and would have had to pick up the pace to try to drop those guys. Nice little shoulder check. See where everyone's at.
There it is. Is that it there?
There was a minor conflict.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Mark's happy face right there.
No.
There you go. I think he's over it now, though.
Maybe Sean and the inflatable went and told him gave him what for. Can't you see I'm racing?
Yeah, it's quite obvious.
He's got a good turnover.
Yep.
Watch your head.
Yep.
I
think this is post. He came in for a reinflation break.
Oh, yeah.
And then got back out there for lap 2.
Well, you know, he's doing a good job of keeping it going straight.
Technique-wise, I can't pick it apart too much. I mean, the equipment could improve, but
I love the life jacket.
The spirit and is there.
Okay, here we go. Double duck. Down. Yep. Look out.
Let's see how's Elias gonna do this. Hustles back. Oh, big drop.
Down one knee.
Lunge. Oh, Adam was close.
There's Brad.
No.
He's going, where are my girls that I was wash riding from? Jay, in a way. Wax on, wax off.
Here comes CNL on the prone board. If you haven't tried prone, you definitely got to give it a go at some point. It's extremely challenging, but a great workout. It's nice because it puts you in a not in that sort of hunched position. You get to arch your back a little bit the other way. It is, I think, positive for posture correction.
Sure. Yeah, I've had the pleasure only a few times, and
I don't think I've ever seen you on one.
I did the surf lifesaving race last year with Pacific Swim Academy.
Here comes the finish. So John pulled away like he often does out of that group.
Yeah.
I think it's time he moves up to the next group. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he could. jump up there.
That's our challenge of the week, John. Get up into the next group.
Yeah, you're not seeing your full potential by just loitering around with those guys.
Absolutely. With that,
here we go. Who's coming in?
Andreas and Rod here.
Oh, Andreas is moving up through the. He's been coming out Thursday mornings doing sprints. Having a hard time. I used to be able to stay ahead of him. Now he's getting faster. So he's the up and coming. And here we go, Paul. And Paul was in the back of this group, so somehow he made his way to the front. There he goes through. It's pretty impressive from Paul.
Probably some sort of savvy wind knowledge.
Yeah.
And
mystery currents.
Yeah.
That only
found something that only he knew exactly.
There's Graham, and I guess he won the battle with Kayono. Maybe Kayono had caught up because of the super line.
There, yeah.
Hanging on. Looking good, though.
Nice, good finish for Dorian and Rob and Cynthia there. Jamie. What do we say? We want to narrow that group up a little bit, don't we?
Yeah. Well, that's it.
That's it. That's all.
Another good race.
Yeah.
What's coming up next week?
Next week, that's a great question. I believe next week it is the Kintec swap race. So we mix it up again. So next week you partner up and you paddle to different beaches, and then you run the Belcarra or Jug Island Trail. And
formerly the Great Kayak Swap.
Yeah, but now it is the Kintec Great Swap.
Yeah, that's a serious race.
Yeah, it's good fun. So yeah, if the weather cooperates and water temps, then we have a swim in there. So if you partner up with someone, you're doing about 5K total paddling, 3 kilometers of running, and about a 200-meter swim. So yeah, lots of fun. Hopefully we get some good weather for that one. So bring your running shoes next week, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Tell us where you're watching from. We'd like to see those comments and stuff like that. So have a great week.